Hey Virgos, welcome to your love reading for whenever you are led to view this message. I hope you guys are doing great. We are going to take a peek and do two spreads. The first is going to be for my absolutely single Virgos, and then we will do one for the not so single Virgos. But let's jump right in and see what energy is surrounding my single Virgos right now who are interested, looking for, thinking about love. We have Stork and we have Frigid. So for Stork, we have new addition, ideas manifested, pregnancy, baby, child, children, family, good news, and inspiration. And we also have Frigid, chilly, cold personality, cold-hearted, getting iced out, not happy, situation needs time to thaw. Ooh, Virgos, what is going on here? Let's see what other energies are surrounding you. Pull another oracle card. What else is surrounding my Wow, okay. And we have full moon in Leo. Don't let pride get in your way. And let's pull one last, okay, or two last. We have the ship and we also have the dog. All right, Virgo singles. So starting out, you got a lot of emotions going on with you right now. So with the Stork card, we have this sense of creating something new. We have, this almost this feeling that you would like to bring someone into your life. You would like to have someone around. You would like to have a partner. Maybe at some point in life, you would like to build that into a family. But right now, Virgo, your attitude is not helping. And I'm not trying to be mean. I got a little bit of Virgo in my chart too, so I understand. But right now, it seems as though you are like channeling old school LL Cool J talking about shut them down. And so it doesn't feel as though you are actually giving yourself or others an opportunity to date, an opportunity to actually see if a relationship could be formed. There feels like a certain amount of stubbornness, and the word that came to mind is inflexibility. And I don't want you guys to confuse that with settling, but it's kind of like, damn, I mean, like, this person can't help the way that they blink. Why are you mad at them for that? Like, it's one of those things, right? Where you're like maybe looking at teeny tiny little things and like, nope, hell no, hell no. And it's like, but all they did was hiccup. And you're like, I ain't like the way that they hiccup. So it feels as though you're sort of stuck in this place of wanting and actually sort of executing. But with the ship and the dog, what this says to me is that there is the ability to move forward and to actually find a partner that is respectful, that is loyal, that wants to be your long-standing companion. But you might have to adjust a couple of things, Virgo, if that's going to happen for you. So let's see where you are right now in your journey towards a nice, loving relationship. Where are my Virgos at right now? And what we have for you is the Seven of Earth, or the Seven of Pentacles. This is you waiting. It's almost like this sense where you're like, you know what? I've planted seeds. I've done my shadow work. I've worked on myself. I'm good. I'm waiting. Where is it at? It's like, whoo, Virgo. It's a little bit of an aggressive energy coming through for you all right now. But right now, it doesn't feel like there's a whole lot on the horizon. You're just kind of waiting and seeing what pops up. But it's it's very much a sense of where they at. And it's like, I don't know, but you keep shooting down whoever comes your way. So now, your biggest challenge right now is the Ace of Fire, or the Ace of Wands. This is a new beginning. This is excitement. This is a spark that comes along, right? And so the biggest challenge, I think, for you is finding that excitement with someone else. That there just seems to be this complete and total sense of, whatever. Like there's a lot of boredom that I'm finding. So if it's, it's almost like if you're on a dating site, right? And you're swiping, you're like, ugh, no, 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 swipe, ugh, boring, no, not interested, eyebrows wrong. Like, it's just, there's just nothing that's impressing you right now. There's nothing that's exciting you. And I think that that's one of the biggest challenges, because it's like, who wants a boring romantic life? You at least want to be excited or look forward to it. And I don't think that you're in that place right now. And so what you need to embrace right now, we have the 8 of Earth, or the 8 of Pentacles, in reverse. This is the opposite of work, right? It almost feels, Virgo, is that there's a part of you that feels as though romance or relationships is work, that it's not something that's necessarily enjoyable. And I feel like Taurus got an element of this as well, in what they actually need to release. And so having this in your embrace position is that, you know what? Yeah, loving, getting into relationships, getting to know people should be easy, right? It shouldn't be a struggle. And it shouldn't be this sort of tense and rigid energy that you might be in right now. So it's kind of like embrace ease. Just sort of let things flow is what I'm feeling. Now, as far as things that you need to release, what is it that my single Virgos need to release when it comes to their journey of love? Okay, well, that wanted to come out. So we have the Ace of Earth, which is the Ace of Pentacles. And so this might sound a little bit counterintuitive, but Virgo, it's almost as if you're going into relationships looking at, or even dating as, is this person the one? Is this going to be the start of, something forever and ever? And it feels like Spirit is saying that seems to be putting a lot of pressure on you to get it absolutely 100% right straight out of the gate. And so I feel like this is your opportunity to sort of let this go. That when you meet somebody, don't necessarily look at them off the break as whether or not they can be your forever person. This is Spirit saying, do they excite you? Do they make you feel good? Do they make you smile? Do they make you laugh? Do you look forward to talking to them? That's all you need in the beginning. You don't have to be halfway down the aisle or even thinking about that when you first meet someone, because it does feel like it's putting a lot of pressure on you and creating these very sort of strict expectations that might be keeping you from this new beginning, from being able to build and move towards this person who is actually loyal. It's Virgo, it's a very, very intense energy that's coming through right now for you. So looking at your best approach forward, we have the Queen of Earth. So this is someone who is very grounded. This is someone who is very confident, very abundant. They know their worth. They know everything that they have to offer. But more than anything, they are super stable. They are very secure within themselves, and they're willing to give up to an extent, but they also have expectations in return. And so there's not a lot of pressure, right? So Spirit is saying, don't forget who you are. Don't forget what you have to offer. Let people come to you and show you what they have. Be open, right? Because you have everything that you need to be able to discern whether or not you want to invest any more time or effort into the person that comes your way. You already have that. But the intensity probably needs to dial down a little bit. The Queen of Earth is right up there next to the Empress, someone who's abundant, someone who's ready to nurture. So be in that place, but be open enough to allow the other person to show you who they are. And, how they blink or hiccup in the grand scheme of things, probably not as important as you've made it out to be. So looking at your potential future outcome, we have the moon. So this is something that's typically hidden. It's something that's yet to be revealed. So this feels like something that's coming in, something that you can't necessarily see right now. And let's see if we can clarify that a little bit. Something that's currently hidden from my Virgos. We have the Page of Earth in reverse. So this is a slow message, right? This is the Page of Pentacles in reverse. This is a very slow messenger that's coming in, but it's an offer. It's something that's stable. I do think that it's going to take a while because this is your journey. And I think that you're going to have to sort of get out of this energy first before this sort of reveal comes in. But for now, while you go through your process, Virgo, it's going to be a little bit quiet. This ship and this dog, this sort of opportunity to move forward to this new addition, this family, this relationship, it's going to take a little bit longer only because you need to sort of clear out this energy that you've been in. But rest assured, there is something very good on the horizon for you. And so what we have to sort of close your reading out, single Virgos, we have the spaces between words. And this card is sort of telling me that, sometimes things are not as black and white as they seem, right? And this card to me says showing grace. And, even if a person does hiccup wrong, what are the spaces in between that you should also be looking at? Do they treat you with respect? Do they treat you with kindness? Do they make sure to say hello to you or good morning to you every day? Do they open the car door? Do they hold your hand? So those are sort of the spaces in between, the small imperfections that you might want to focus a little bit more on as, telling you who this person's character is, rather than maybe some small superficial things that might keep you from really getting to know a genuinely good person. So, look at everything in its totality and make sure that you're not cutting people off for minor things. So I'm going to leave it there for my singles, and we're going to jump over to the not so single Virgo reading and see what's going on in their world. Hi, my not so single Virgos. If you are thinking about, casually dating, involved with someone, this reading might be for you. Let's take a peek at the energy that's surrounding you guys right now. What's happening with my not so single Virgos? We have what a catch, an ideal partner or mate, abundance, self-esteem, value. The answer is yes, and marriage material. We also have wicked, mischievous, naughty, harmful, dangerous, false portrayal, lie, cheat, and beware. All right, Virgo not so singles. Let's see what else is going on with you guys. Let's pull another oracle card. What energy is surrounding my not so single Virgos? We have new moon in Scorpio. Work through your fears. And let's see what else we have for your energy. Thought one flipped over, maybe not. What else do we have for my not so single Virgos? We have the sickle. Okay. Wow. Not so single Virgos. There's something happening right now in whomever you're thinking about or dealing with, and that you are thinking that they are absolutely too good to be true. There seems to be a lot of doubt that's surrounding this, and you're kind of finding yourself wondering whether or not this is something that you should move forward with, or if you should sort of cut bait. And so, there's an element where you're sort of looking at them like, wow, this, things are going great. This person is amazing. They're like nobody that I've ever dealt with before. But then there's a part of you that's kind of like, but maybe they wearing a mask. They might be hiding a darkness up in here. And that's sort of keeping you on edge, where you're just kind of like, man, maybe things are going okay right now, but it never lasts. So maybe I should cut them off before they have the chance to hurt me, or before they have the chance, before this all goes south. It almost feels like a sense of been there, done that. Like you're waiting for the other shoe to drop. And that might be impacting your relationship with this other person. Okay, we're not going to take all of those. It's a lot going on. All right, let's try this again. 1 or 2 cards, ancestors, angels, and spirit guides, to see where my Virgo not so singles are in their relationship right now. We have the 4 of Swords in reverse, and we also have the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. So this is a partnership, right? This is something that is actively going on. It feels like you are enjoying each other's company. Like there's no rest. There's no sort of sitting back and thinking about, well, shouldn't I date this person? This feels like somebody that you are actually dealing with. This feels like a partnership, like a coming together. It's like teamwork makes the dream work, is what I just heard. So it feels as though, for the Virgos watching this, for whom it resonates, that this is someone that you are like actively involved with right now. What energy are you bringing to the table, Virgos? What energy is my Virgo collective bringing to the table on this one? For my ones who are dating in this relationship. Wow. Okay, we have 2 that flipped over, and we have Call in reverse, and we also have the 6 of Cups in reverse. Whew. All right, Virgos, with the 6 of Cups in reverse, like upright, this is usually memories of the past, right? This is very childlike energy. This is sort of embracing. This is happiness, recalling those good times that you've experienced in the past. And with Call, this is, communication. It feels as though you're holding a lot back. And it feels as though there is very much a fear of reliving the past. That there is a lot of hesitation. There is a lot of concern about going through the same experiences that you may have experienced before, where things could have gone well, they were wonderful, and then things changed. But I don't necessarily think that you're communicating that you're feeling this way to the person that you're dealing with. So there feels like a fair amount of stress on your side. Now, looking at the energy that your person is bringing to this relationship, they are bringing the Page of Water in reverse. So the pages they're communicators, right? They're messengers. So this is a Page of Cups in reverse. So it doesn't feel as though they're expressing their feelings a whole lot either. Maybe they're not the most communicative type. But we have the 8 of Earth, the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. So they're kind of going easy, right? And maybe that's what's giving you a little bit of pause, is that you don't feel as though they're putting a ton of effort into this, that you don't necessarily know where they stand, because, even though things are going well, I don't feel like there's been any major blow-ups or anything. It feels like things are just kind of floating along, right? Things are just easy. But it doesn't feel as though this person is, maybe necessarily going above and beyond. But whatever it is, it was enough for you to want to engage with them. And I think that you see a lot of potential in them, but the fact that they're not necessarily giving you 1,000% may be making you question things a little bit. So looking at the potential in this relationship, we have the 7 of Earth, or the 7 of Pentacles. This is a card of patience. This is a card of planting seeds, nurturing them, waiting for them to grow. And we also have the 9 of Wands in reverse. So the 9 of Wands upright to me is a bit of a struggle card, right? This is someone who's tired. They're like kind of fighting the last battle. They barely have enough energy to hold themselves up. So I don't necessarily feel that type of struggle with you, but I do think that it would take a little bit of patience and a little bit more nurturing to get this relationship to where it is that you would like it to be. It also feels as though there would have to be better communication that opens up for you all. So I don't necessarily feel like this is struggle love, but I do think that it's going to be an exercise in patience, and it's going to take a little bit of effort on both parts to have something a little bit more solid. Now, looking at the lesson that that you're meant to get from this relationship, we have the Queen of Water, or the Queen of Cups, in reverse. Now, the Queen of Cups is someone who gives. They have so much love to give, and they're not particularly shy about giving it out to people. And so I think that Spirit is saying, once again, you know what? It's time to sort of temper, make sure that you stay tempered in the amount of effort and the amount of energy that you give to someone else until you're able to see what they're willing to give to you. Now we have clarifying that the Seven of Air, or the Seven of Swords. So this is a very, Seven of Swords is a bit of a sneaky energy. It's a bit of a deceptive energy. And so Spirit is saying, yep, this is the wise thing for you to do, right? Don't necessarily give your all if you still have doubts, right? Because we saw those doubts in the overall energy, that you're worried about what this person is bringing to the table. You're trying to figure out if you should just go ahead and cut them off. And Spirit is saying, you know what? Use your discernment, right? Don't give anything to someone that you really truly believe is not a good person. I don't think that deep down you believe that this is a terrible person. I think that you all have quite different communication styles, and you might have different expectations when it comes to a relationship. And that, I think, Virgo, needs to be fleshed out a little bit more. There has to be some level of communication so you don't stay in this worried energy. Because I don't know that they know that you're feeling this way, because again, things are just kind of floating along. This feels like, you all are kind of together, you hang out, you spend time, it's all fun and good and all of that. But is this what you want? Is this what they think you want? It doesn't seem like communication, but Spirit is saying, if you truly think that this is a bad person, then yeah, there's no sense in spending any time or giving them anything. I don't think that you feel that way though. And I don't think that this is a bad person. Now, looking at what else is currently hidden from you, what you don't realize, we have the Moon in reverse. And the Moon in reverse is all about clarity. It's all about getting those answers that you're looking for. So something is going to be revealed, something is going to become uncovered that's going to give you guidance on what it is that you need to take. So we see here, in the potential for the relationship that, it's not really going to be struggle love or anything like that, but it is going to take effort. It is going to take a little bit of patience. And I think that what comes out with this Moon in reverse is going to be the answer that you're looking for, to say whether or not you should stick around or whether or not you should cut this person off. But staying in this place of uncertainty and not wanting to have the same experience that you've had in the past, it's not sustainable. So make sure that you sort of keep an eye out for any signs or messages that may come through for you. And what we have for your final card from Spirit is the breaking. So this is an opening. This is a breakthrough. This is that clarity that we see here and what's currently hidden from you. So there will be a point where you get the answer that you're looking for, as far as whether or not you move on from this person or if you move forward with this person. So keep your eyes open. Make sure that you temper yourself. And to the extent that you can, communicate with this person, because I do feel like they're pretty oblivious right now. Not a bad person, just clueless. So I'm going to leave it there for you, Virgos. I hope that this was helpful and I hope that it resonated. If it did, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. But in the meanwhile, stay safe, stay healthy, and I am sending you all huge hugs.